I guess if you're applying all of gambling changes to him.
Not only that, but his first rants back in the day spawned that new TOS.
Wait, who is in this discussion?
Train. So that new TOS, remember, he's like,
hey YouTube, it's Nick's channel here, and we're hoping you're having a good day, because we are. Take it away, Nick.
We're irrelevant guys, and we're using LUD for clicks, guys. Help us out.
Here's what we're doing today. We have a bunch of streamers, and we have a tier list, and we are trying to figure out who the greatest streamers of all time are. Now, this is a different thing than rating streamers as they are now. It's more so their impact on streaming over time. So someone who's a very new upcoming streamer might not be as highly rated as someone who's been around for a decade and had to go through a lot more.
Dude, that's crazy how you can just like flick a light switch and the YouTube personality comes on.
There is no take two with this guy.
There's no take two,
it's take one. You might be the only person that I would actually trade lives with.
You're so dumb. You wouldn't. You actually
I
wouldn't.
would. I actually would.
My arena rating, you know what it is?
What?
Non-existent. I've never
you know
played
what?
WoW.
That means you're free.
That's true.
Yeah, you're free.
You don't want to be free. You like being shackled to WoW.
That's true.
You would trade lives?
Oh, she's so sad now.
Oh.
Say no, say no, say no.
No, I wouldn't.
All right. Oh my God, this is stressful now that I'm here. I know I did the whole intro and you're gassing me up about that, but now I have to actually do it all.
You're skipping a lot of people, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm just looking through to see who's in here.
Okay.
Thing is, I don't want to rank more than like 20 because then the board's just going to be messy, right? So I'm trying to find the people that I feel like are more impactful to streaming. I mean, we have Bruce.
Ooh.
Who's actually done a lot for the W community. You know, everyone likes to call different streamers the Avatar who have combined W and Poggers, you know? Mm-hmm. But Bruce truly did it, I think, bigger than everybody.
By the way, I think it's unfair that we're called Poggers when in reality, Poggers is like Tfue and Ninja.
Bruce, I think, is an A-tier streamer. I think like him going from doing Raj shows to like where he is now is insane.
Oh yeah.
I think that's insane.
Round of applause for Bruce, guys.
I think he's, in my mind, above a lot of the other WL community members who might be bigger streamers or more thought of streamers in GOAT status. Like I think Kai might conventionally be considered you know, he's more energetic, yada yada, as a streamer now. But I think Bruce it has done more for streaming communities and is more of a GOAT than Kai right now.
You know what they call me?
Kai's career's too young. What's up?
They call me BEO. Beat him off.
Oh.
Up next.
Summit 1G.
In the chat.
This one's hard. He has a big argument to be a GOAT. Like a Mount Rushmore GOAT.
Yeah, he does.
He like a huge argument. I think he is not a top 4, but he is one of the greatest streamers of all time.
Interesting.
But I don't think he's on the Mount Rushmore for me. There's only 4 spots.
I'll be honest, I've had a crush on Summit for probably 7 years. One time he sang a song on stream and I fell in love with the song. It's my favorite song.
What was it?
R.E.M. Losing My Religion remix.
Let me do this now.
Yourself. Now, this is one of the hardest things a person can do, is rank themselves accordingly.
This is so easy, Nick, because here's
Really?
what you do.
Because a lot of humans can't do this. Yeah.
I think I'm probably between B and A. But if I put myself in C and then I rank anybody poorly and they see me here, they can't really be that mad.
Right.
Let's clear this one out.
My boy Train.
Your boy Train?
Yeah.
When was the last time you and Train chatted?
Train donated me $1,000 last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Where would you put your boy Train?
As turned some greatest of all time, I think that funniest streams I've ever witnessed on Twitch were the Trainwrecks and Mitch Jones car stream era.
Sure.
I have never laughed harder in my life than those.
Really?
Yeah.
To this day?
To this day. I would definitely put him above you. He, unironically, has changed this website probably more than anybody.
Definitely not. That was dumb to say.
No, when it comes to the rules, absolutely.
I guess if you're applying all of gambling changes to him.
Not only that, but his first rants back in the day spawned that new TOS.
Wait, who is in this discussion?
Train. So that new TOS, remember, he was like, these you-know-whats are taking over back in high school. Remember that rant he went on? Like literally next week later, a new TOS spawned.
You're talking impact, but that's different than GOAT status.
I know.
Because you can impact in ways that are negative. You know, in Naruto, there's the third Hokage, and then there's the guy who runs this from behind the scenes. Danzo.
What is that?
He's like Donzo.
I do not watch Naruto.
Like his impact is undeniably huge.
Yeah.
It's just not always for good. I think I'd have to throw him A, including the vernacular that he's added to the website. Next up, ammo. Okay, we're talking greatest of all time. Yeah.
Oh my God, the list is changing.
Done, because I'm realizing, looking through this, how hard A tier is gonna be.
This is a very hard list. I think, honestly, it would have been easier if you just ranked them based on what stream you like the most. That would have been easier in hindsight.
It would be easier.
Yeah.
Because GOAT is like, you're trying to pretend there's objectivity in pure subjectivity, and it's impossible. But you know what made me do this is this next streamer coming up, Lyric.
Ooh.
Another, I would argue like a foil to like Summit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like they've been around like same amount of time. Who'd you put higher, Summit or Lyric?
I'm gonna be honest.
Changed it a lot.
I think they're actually both on my Mount Rushmore.
Really?
I think, yeah.
It's possible. In my mind, I would put him next to Summit.
Oh my
Like
God.
equally to Summit.
Who's gonna be your S tier?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. There's only 4.
Plus Cutie.
Yes.
By the way, I don't want to sound weird, but I'm gonna say it. Her eyes.
What do you mean? Don't say something like I'm gonna say it, because it makes it sound like something way worse, and this is just it's like such a normal compliment.
That was normal?
Yeah,
but what are your thoughts on that?
But you set it up weirdly.
I up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Messed it up.
Bro, I hate to do this on stream, but if I have to say something about Malena, it's like I think her hair color looks nice. Do you see how that was weird?
Oh my God, I'm going to slip and slide. Like you guys are just so.
It was weird
Like,
because
why
you
am I
were
even
rubbing-
here?
I know. That's what you do.
I'm sorry.
Don't do that. Like only him can do the pogo thing. Like you're just making it
Look,
weird.
I'm expressing how
Lud-
he does it weird
Lud-
by copying.
You have taught me a lesson and I apologize. No one has ever thrown it back in my face like that.
Okay, next up we got, this is where I'm gonna show my bias.
Okay. Got it.
This is a different side of Twitch than you.
Yeah. He doesn't stream a lot, by the way.
He doesn't stream a lot. He's taken his streaming down. He streams like maybe 2-3 times a week. I'm gonna say it. I think he's one of the GOATs.
Really?
I think he's one of the GOATs.
Oh my God.
I put Germa as one of the greatest streamers of all time.
Oh my God.
A lot of people would disagree with that. Because it's like, he's not conventional. He's not like the Summits and the Lyrics who just like are conventional streamers who have grinded out games 8 hours a day for the past decade. But I think he added a new element to streaming and he spawned a bunch of new streamers. You're looking at me bewildered.
Because I've been on this platform for 10 years.
Yes.
And before Dollhouse, I didn't even know who he was.
You're right that he wasn't a big boy, and I guess GOATs would include big boys. But I stand firm here. I die on
Now
this
don't
hill.
get me wrong. I think he's a great content creator.
Look, I'll die on the hill. I'll be the one
Fair.
to be wrong in this, but I think Germa's a GOAT. I throw Germa up there, and I think that's purely based on how I think his impact has changed other streamers.
Okay, next. Interesting.
Moist critical.
More is critical.
I think he's a way,
He's like a YouTuber.
yeah, he's a YouTuber. I don't think he's done a lot as GOAT of Twitch, and for that, I will put him next to me.
Fair?
And I'll hang out with Charlie over here. I love Charlie. I think Charlie's like S tier human, S tier YouTuber, GOAT YouTuber even, but we're talking Twitch streamer.
Fair.
All right,
Next.
what do you think here? This is a tough one.
Yeah.
Guys, that's me in a
This looks
costume.
like this looks like, I was gonna say, it looks like a fake picture. We have the Doc. The Doc's interesting because he's another person that I think could be up there. I'm throwing A. I don't think Doc's a go. And I think that honestly might be in part because the move. The move might have sealed that fate
What move?
to YouTube.
Was that a move or was that just like a
Well,
forceful evacuation?
You're still moving out if you get evicted.
Yeah,
You
that's
know what
true.
I mean?
That's true.
Okay, this is just easy GOAT.
Wreckful?
I think it's an easy GOAT.
He was in the Godfathers.
He was one of ours.
He is, because he is a godfather. He is a GOAT, and it's like, there's also something to be said about careers and how they're viewed upon based off like the legacy they leave when they leave us.
True.
And so it's like, when you think of like actors and people think about greatest actors, like Heath Ledger will be mentioned a lot, and it's because we didn't get enough time with them that we miss that, and I think that increases how you view people. But yeah, I think easy GOAT status.
He was ours as well.
GOAT, yeah.
Absolutely.
Started donations, TTS,
I mean, even the IRL streams, Pokemon Go.
IRL streams, the Lemonade stream.
His IRL streams in Japan were like the first ever. Even till this day, people don't even have that sort of quality.
No. What do you think about Nick Merckx then?
I think Nick Merckx might be the most solid streamer in the history of the game.
I think Nick Merckx is such an easy A tier.
He has 57,000 subs, and he's had that for the last 5 years.
Dude, he's probably the best community builder on the website. I don't think anybody treats their viewer base better. When I first started streaming, I would watch so much Nick Merckx, and it felt like he would actually remember viewers by names.
Oh yeah.
Their life.
How are they doing?
How they're doing.
Their wives and kids.
Like, he'd be like, yo, bro, is that Spatula Lover 73? Yo, how's the dog doing? He would remember like that when I was watching. I was like, that's crazy.
Fair.
Did you just put her in F tier?
Nah, you put her right in the middle of the D. No comment about that one.
Bruh.
Toast.
Toast, I think, forgoed his ability to be a GOAT streamer when he started prioritizing YouTube. And he became a YouTube Andy, which I think is the right thing. I'm throwing Toast as far as GOAT streamers. C tier next to Charlie. More of a YouTuber. Tyler won.
I think T1 is up there in the A category.
Couldn't agree more.
It's almost no question.
I think it's a no question. I think it's a no-brainer. Dude, he's maybe like the greatest personality on the goddamn website.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
I think Soda Poppin' Chance Morris is one of the GOATs of streaming.
You were just saying that because you're in his house.
No, I've always thought this, and I've actually said this many times. You can find clips of me. I think he's the greatest streamer of all time. I think he's certainly gone into retirement phase in his picture girlfriend era, but I think he's like,
We love JPEGs.
he's probably like the first dude, and this is partially your credit, to convert streams into YouTube videos as a variety streamer in a successful way.
That's
I
all
did that.
Malena. Who's up next?
Brother.
I can't do my boy A-Chalk like this.
To be fair, even before all that stuff, he was still in that list.
This man cost me $250,000.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, there's Pokey too. I think Pokey has a great argument for S tier, for Mount Rushmore.
But to be fair, you can only have 4, and
You
all
can
the
only have
heads
4.
of Mount Rushmore in real life are all men.
I mean, I don't even think I need to stall for that long. I think Pokey is a solid A tier, just for visually how it looks. Sorry, Lyric, Pokey needs the center stage. Thank you very much. Next, Shroud. Shroud could be a GOAT. I think Shroud for me is kind of like Summit and Tyler 1. So I need to throw him A. Could you just throw him in the middle?
Yeah, there's a lot of A streamers.
Yeah, because I mean, I think there's a lot of people like on the cusp of being on the Mount Rushmore. All right, this is my final 4 I'll write. We got X, Ninja, Comedy Russell, Asmon Gold. First, easy, C for comedy. Second, easy, A for Asmon.
You think Russell is a better stringer than Fuseli?
Easily. Easily, bro. I keep Fuseli in D tier. This is the question though. I got 1 spot on my Mount Rushmore, and I got 2 streamers here. Chat, what would you do if you have 1 spot on your Mount Rushmore?
This is one of the scenarios where I have an opinion. I wouldn't give it because it would cause controversy.
Yeah, so you would just keep it to yourself, but you have to. What are you gonna do? Put him back in the box?
My answer is XQC.
Why? Argue XQC for 30 seconds. I'll argue Ninja for 30
So
seconds.
it's not so much that I could argue XQC, but I could argue why Ninja is not.
That doesn't make sense. Argue X.
He has been the biggest streamer on the platform for like the last 5
3
years.
years. Wait, 5 years?
3 years?
It's been 3 years.
And no one else, even Ninja had like a moment in time.
Yes, I think that's a fair argument.
This guy's
Right.
putting in 14 hours a day, 20 hours a day.
Wait,
every
Ninja
day.
did that.
He
like
he
this.
was big
Ninja
before
did
COVID.
2 streams a day, 6
Not
hours each stream.
That is still half of one of this man's streams.
Do you think? My argument for Ninja,
Yeah.
even if it's by happenstance, broke many ceilings for what Twitch streaming is. And back in the day, if you had to describe yourself as a Twitch streamer, you had to first say, it's kind of like YouTube. And you had to explain what YouTube was. And then after that, what did you have to do? You'd have to say, do you know who Ninja is? And people would get that.
Still do it. I still do it to this day.
He's the biggest household name of any streamer on the platform. Nobody is more well known than this guy. He's broken into mainstream media.
It's true.
He broke viewership records.
Ninja
Most followers.
was a bright star.
Burned out
the
fast.
brightest star.
Yes.
The brightest star of all time.
Right.
Burned out quickly.
Sure.
This guy's been consistently dominating.
Now imagine it's 100 years from now. Everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Do you talk about the star that burned the longest or the star that burned the brightest?
People don't even talk about him nowadays, buddy.
That's because he's still around. I'm
They're
saying
talking about
100
this
years
guy.
from now, we look back and there's a guy and there's a history class and they're talking about streamers. Are they talking about X more or are they talking about Ninja more?
They're talking about XQC more.
I think you're too in the sauce.
I don't.
Because I think in the history class, they're talking, this is the picture that's in the history books, and they go, class, today we're gonna learn about streaming. So you would do this. That's the Nick list.
What's your list?
Actually, f***ed up my room, f***ed up my house, bro. You bro.
Oh my god. Ninja is, in Lud's opinion.
On that room.
Oh, this room, you see that stain right there on the carpet?
Yeah.
Yeah, he peed on the floor.
Actually?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
XQC just pissed
He
on the
didn't have
floor.
time, so he just squat down.
Squat down.
He doesn't even pee
Shit.
standing up, he squats.
He is the goat.
So this is your final list.
Yeah, but I would, partly for the meme, but partly because I just love Germo. But you know what? If Germo was here, he would put XQC in S tier. But for the clip, I'll do that.
But Lud, I really appreciate your insight, and I thank you for being honest. Guys, hearts for Lud, guys. You're great. Honestly, I love hearing you talk. Maybe I will listen to your podcast.
Don't.